Salud.
That's the best margarita ever. You all right, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, next the color rainbow between us, your boy Trey Prop.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And it's Mr. Petty.
And I don't know how to do the in honor of Rick, so I'm gonna just skip that and say hi. What's up?
What up?
What's up?
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Thank you again for joining us here on Blerds and Whiskey Live, as we do every week. We appreciate you tuning in and watching us week to week, year to year, because we're 3 years in now. Happy about that. We got a great show lined up for you, but first, as always, let's get into our drink. But before that, everybody look outside.
Yeah.
It's coming down snowing.
Does anybody else have snow?
I got snow, but I mean, I can still see the road, so
of course.
We're all neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not your neighbor. Y'all got to go on a road trip to come see me. So
yeah. My black ass is staying at home. I'm off tomorrow too, so I'm just gonna be sitting home drinking, and I'm getting on the grill later on today.
Of course, that's definitely a must.
Why are you grilling in the snow?
Because I own a home now. I can do what I want. That's why.
Good job.
I got a whole deck too, but I'm not grilling on the
Go ahead and get that hypothermia, homie.
I'm in front of fire. That's the base it was made for.
Yeah, I'm like.
I'm just messing. Well, let's go ahead and get into our drinks of the week. This week, I'll let you guys go first. What you got, Herb?
I'm a little hungover right now, but the best way to defeat a hangover is drinking more.
Wait,
I got 1738.
All right.
Hear the dog. Hear the dog.
So.
Okay.
I am doing my classic. I'm doing my classic gin. But I did Tanqueray instead of Aviation this time. Work with what you got: cranberry juice, a little bit of lime, ice. Serve. Boom. Keep it simple.
Good job, Miss Reed.
I made a fresh pomegranate margarita where I used actual pomegranates that I muddled and made a margarita. Basically, I put tequila in it, but to keep on trend with, my Ciroc usage. Shout out to Ciroc, hook me up. I threw a little bit of the summer watermelon in there just to give it a little pizzazz. So there you go. Margarine. See, gotta stop drinking.
Margarine. Wow.
Hey, if it's her own concoction, that's the name of it now.
Hey.
A margarine.
Patent pending. That's her name.
The muddle is always fun. But yeah, so we got a great show lined up for you. I'm sorry if I'm coming in a little choppy. I'll see what I can do. But while I do that, I'm going to piss off camera guy because I got to,
All right. Well,
let's go ahead and get into the church announcements then.
Yeah.
How about that?
So, there was a new challenge this week. I can see OCG just going off right now. It's just
steam, flames.
So there's a new challenge going around. As you guys knew, the Busted Challenge was a big success, so why not try another one? The Silhouette Challenge. I thought it was actually kind of dope. I think it's a little sexier too, especially if you got a figure. Looks very nice.
Am I still choppy?
No. Me personally, I'm all for it. I'm all for all the challenges, to be honest. Like, not just from
look at that.
Not just from like, oh man, look at it from standpoint. I mean, I've seen a lot of people who are genuinely shy about who they are as a person, kind of like show off a little bit in a couple of these challenges with this newfound confidence. So I was like, okay, all right. So I'm all about it. Whatever makes people happy and also doesn't hurt anyone. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So I personally, I've been asked to actually participate in this as a plus size male. I think I'm going to do it. Just to
Oh, just go ahead and do it for your 27,000 followers, Trey.
Shut up. No, but I have my reason. I'm not doing the
Yeah. Hey, look, y'all. I did my version of the bus.
I'll do the silhouette, but I'm not doing it. But I think it's important that we have body positivity for all genders.
Most definitely.
So I'm going to actually challenge my big friend over there, Herb, to participate in it as well.
Oh, thank God. That's
hell no. Oh, hell no.
Well, Cam, we already know what you got going on, dude.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Did y'all happen to see?
You wouldn't know body positive. You ain't got to show nothing. It's literally a silhouette, and we got to show up for the big things. I would ask Rick, but he's already got his $34.99 thing going on.
38.50. It's 38.50. Shout out to Mr. 38.50 Rick.
So,
no, but did you happen to see Zaire Moore's silhouette channel? Oh, okay. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, so fuck it, I'll do it. I don't know.
That's I just need thank you, homie. That's why I fucks with you. So we would be remiss if we didn't get comments on this from the wonderful Miss Rita. So what do you think about this?
What do I think about this? Oh, you're lucky you can't see it. Because I don't want to demonetize the video, I'm going to pass. Because I'm tired of hoes out here homing, and that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
So, okay, I mean, you're entitled to that opinion. I don't think it's a whole situation. I think it's just people being body positive. I think it's people who are out there who are embracing their figures.
Have you seen some of these silhouette challenges where you see them full on?
Let me finish. Well, I've seen mothers of four who are doing this who are definitely not whores.
If y'all want to see a stretch mark, I can show you a stretch mark. I'm just saying, I'm not about to do all of that. I'm sorry.
I'm not ready to see family do it.
You're entitled to do what you want to do, but
family.
I'm specific. Just so I can clarify, I'm not talking about the busted challenge. Even with the busted challenge, you can still be being body positive and, showing off yourself and just showing your confidence in yourself. But the silhouette,
why does the world need to see it? Is my thing.
It's a challenge. If people are in their homes bored, so they've got nothing to do.
So it's like, ooh, what whole shit can I do today? No, like what is? I don't understand. And there's nothing you can tell me that would change my mind. I just have a difference of opinion, and that's just how I feel about it. My whole thing is
you're totally entitled to your opinion on the subject. You're totally entitled to that.
It's like, why are we always busting it wide open for a real nigga? I'm trying to figure this out. My whole thing is, if you want me to do a silhouette challenge or you want me to do a busted challenge, I'm gonna need you to send a deposit because I'm gonna at least get paid for doing it.
She wants her 50-80.
So what you're saying is,
and you won't have to pay me more than $38.50. Okay?
So what you're saying is that if someone happens to sponsor FNX Fit, so you can get the knees right, you might be able to do a silhouette challenge. If you go on, let's say Blerds and Whiskey.com.
I'm gonna need a check with a couple commas. Okay.
I'm just saying, if someone pays for the whey protein and the THC and CBD and stuff like that for you to help with the knees. When you get the little silhouette challenge, as you start losing stuff, you go on blerdsandwhiskey.com. You go to partners. You look up the paid promotions or the partners. You'll see FNX Fit, FNX Blerds 1-3. That's the code that you can use. Get 15% off. Blerds FNX Blerds 13.
Okay, that was a cute little promo that you did. But
shoehorn that one right in there. We're gonna make this fit.
That was a cute little promo.
I saw my opportunity.
I say about what I said. If you want me to challenge something, come up off the coinage. Okay, not fucking coin. I'm gonna need bags.
Need them greenbacks.
I'm not about to get all of this for free 99 and a couple of views. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. No, I don't care. Whatever your pronoun is, okay, it's a no. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of coins or money, hey Herb, what's the throwback movie?
Well, we haven't gotten through the rest of the church announcements yet.
Yeah.
All right, I was trying to be 2-0, but it's okay.
Make it fit. Make it fit. It's going to happen the way I want it to happen. Keep going, Big Herb.
All right. Yeah, so, WandaVision. For those of you who are impatient and those, I barely watch MCU movies and stuff, you finally got your episode.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Proper. Look at you.
Where is he at? So you, if I'm doing that, you are to my left. There we go. Okay. So, like I've said this multiple times. I have an expectation for Marvel. They didn't meet that within the first 2 episodes. That didn't mean, oh, I don't like it. Oh, nerd rage. I didn't do that. That's not what happened. No.
It was subtle nerd rage.
I am very happy with what happened. It wasn't even subtle. I was just like, I expected more from them, but I know it's something that I have to wait on. I'm patient enough to deal with it for 10 years and let them build up to an Endgame. I can wait till a week to see the next episode. I'm like, come on. But all that besides, it was a great episode. Like it
was the best episode so far for sure.
Yeah.
But I stand by what I said. Like, I know you guys mentioned like other comic books, like for like recommendations for people to read, like for the show if they want to know what's going on. But I even more so now that I looked at episode 4, I really feel like this whole show is pretty much based on, not all of it, but majority of it is definitely House of M. Do you guys, okay, so I might get a little spoiler territory, so
just
sorry.
Spoiler alert, just there you go.
Sorry for everybody who hasn't
earmuffs, everyone.
done the research. But do you think that, more so now than I did last week, do you think they're going to play up the whole Magneto is her father situation?
Honestly, they haven't mentioned anything yet.
Than I did last. I know I mentioned it last week, but I'm more so feeling now that I've seen episode 4. Not just that. Real quick, let me just do one more thing, because I was, my
yeah, you went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, she was going down the rabbit hole. So
I was on one for a couple of days. So my other thing was, like just thinking, I'm not going to go too deep, but I'm thinking about other characters that they can segue into this. Mm-hmm. And then also too, because the whole episode started with the missing person thing.
That's what I was about to get at. Yeah.
If we think about who we have not seen yet, but we've heard of, is Ralph. And
that's why I'm thinking Ralph the same thing, cause
is what's his name? Mephisto. How you pronounce it?
Mephisto.
I think Ralph is Mephisto. I think that's who our missing person is. But did anybody else pay attention to the episode when they were like IDing citizens? Like they were able to
what's
find
her name was
IDs
nowhere
for
near
like all
found.
These different people except for Agnes. And I told you, I think she's Agatha Harkness, and I'm more so feeling now than I did the other episodes. So I'm not going to try and give you the whole spiel that I basically had on like Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry, guys, for all the notifications and
no apologies. I'm laughing because Rick is in the comments yelling, Mephisto!
It's definitely Mephisto. See, thank you. I knew Rick would think that Ralph was Mephisto too. But yeah, I feel like he is probably the missing person. But there's so many like things that I could just pick apart on like episode 4. Like I had a feeling that Geraldine was why is the name escaping me? What's her
Monica Rambeau.
Monica Rambeau. I had a feeling that was Monica, but I was like, I'm gonna just be quiet because I don't want to be, wrong. So I was like, I'm gonna just be quiet on that one. But I just had all kind of thoughts. But I know I said a lot. I'm gonna give somebody else a chance to talk. But go ahead.
It's only one thing because I did think about like, okay, so who the hell is this missing person thing? But I also was sitting there thinking like, okay, so we all know eventually in the comics, Monica Rambeau gets her powers. What if she actually got her powers when she got ejected out of the actual city?
So
I was like,
save some stuff for y'all. I didn't want to take it on, but I feel the same way.
So one thing about that, if you saw the placard of her mom already had the name Photon. So it could be possible that she already has powers and they just haven't revealed themselves yet. So it could go any other ways. But it's a great show. I'm loving the intrigue.
There's so many ways that this could go.
I also like how... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying...
Go ahead.
I also like how they did the blip re-entry. That, I mean, the first, I was like, yo, like, we finally got to see, like, everybody. And the thing that was so funny about it, because it's like, okay, so you look at how it was in Endgame, and it was like, oh, the butterflies. But then when you see, like, the cluster fucking hospitals where nobody is the whole entire place is half full, and then all of a sudden people just start arriving. It's like, oh, yeah, and then my mom died too? Like, oh, shit. Like, it's...
Yeah, they did that. In that 5 minutes, they took the blip more seriously than Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. And that's what I love. That's why I love this episode, because I felt like this episode gave a more realistic picture.
Yeah, it filled in the gap.
Of like what happened.
Rick just said, you guys want to see a dead robot?
That was creepy as fuck too.
Okay, so again, if this is based on the comic House of M, I know like Quicksilver is alive in House of M. Mm-hmm. Do you think she's gonna bring him back?
I mean, as far as you know, she can do pretty much whatever.
I mean, shit, she brought down.
I just feel like they kind of teased it a little bit in this episode. Did anybody else take that away? I mean, like, she had a brother, but he died, and then they mentioned the whole Thanos thing. So do you think she's going to like reanimate him? Because something wakes Vision up. We don't know yet in the series like what wakes him up, where he's no longer kind of like controlled by what he starts doing his own thing. So what do you think does it? Like, where it's like, okay, I can't keep him in the dark anymore about what happened.
Oh, go ahead, Trey.
I don't know what they... I don't know...
Okay, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I mean, if you brought back Craterhead, so I mean, anything's possible at this point. So I mean, Vision's. It's just kind of. I mean, it's just like at some point you can make anything come back at this point. I mean, why not? Why not see Quicksilver? I mean,
Infinity War.
See the MCU version.
Infinity War. Before Vision dies, Shuri is actually downloading and mapping his mind. So it's a possibility that he's going to be rebuilt with a vibranium body. So that's one theory. The other theory is Wanda just resurrects him.
Vision back, wasn't he like different?
Yes,
completely. He wasn't the same.
Which means that kind of like Pet Sematary. But it could be a situation where there are two Visions. It could be a situation where that backup she recreates Vision and resurrects him. And then that backup becomes Wonder Man. So if you don't know who that is, he's basically the original imprint of Vision's mind. So it could go any number of ways. We just gotta shit.
So WandaVision episode 4.
I say, did the snap just get Trey?
Even watch, and it made me even go back and watch Avengers Endgame again, because I was like comparing. When I say I went down the nerd rabbit hole, I went down it. Like, I was like in the thick of it. And I had to have a conversation with myself. Like, you really need to do better with your life. Like, I know you like being a detective, but calm down. It's only episode 4. Like, I literally had to.
I actually went back to watch other episodes just to see if I missed anything from you. Now that I know what happened in 4, especially in 4 did a lot to help explain what's going on in 3. But one thing I will say, I guess is the last thing I'm trying to say on this, is that most of the people that are in the WandaVision dome are actual real people just transformed into her reality. Yeah. With the exception of Vision.
My question is, why do you think they allowed Monica Rambeau to enter? Because some people, that was my question. Like, what do you, I think I have my own hypothesis, but I just want to hear from you guys.
Specifically her, other than exposition, other plot people, device. Yeah. No, they sent one guy in as the beekeeper before. So
but he had to go in through like in sewers. A different channel. He had to go through the sewer. She literally touched it and got sucked in.
Right. Why specifically her? Hopefully origins for Photon, as we mentioned earlier. Also, like, who else would have been? Because like the other guy said no straight up. He's all like, I'm not going in there. The guy from Ant-Man, the I forgot his name, but the guy, the cop from Ant-Man. Wu.
Right.
Yeah, Wu said, "No, I'm not doing that." And then I like the Easter eggs and how they brought other people from other franchises that people don't really particularly care about, like Kat Dennings from
I love
from,
Kat Dennings, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kat Denning.
Yes. I like you said, Cam. I think she already has her powers. That's why she was able to come in and still be able to kind of retain some memory of what was going on.
I don't think she knows she has her powers yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking I think that's the only thing that made it so she could have that breakthrough and remember Ultron.
Right.
The other thing is, keep in mind, it was a west view and an east view. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's in the bubble says it's east view. Everybody who's outside the bubble says there's no such thing as west view. And the sign says or vice versa, whichever have you. So if you enter it, if you are, like, she took over a town. So if you lived in that town, you know the people in that town. So anybody who's just coming through is just like they're trapped or they're repelled. They're like, nah, I'm not good. This is strange. I'm not going there. But people with powers are attracted to it because it's all that same that cosmic energy they were talking about, which Photon has.
And also to pay attention to the fact that the radiation is safe for now. Like, I feel like that was a major Easter egg that they dropped off.
Maybe episode 8 before it becomes critical mass, and then it'll be like Planet Namek all over again.
That's going to lead into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's man, I can't wait for that.
It's so it's so much.
It makes you understand
now he's on board.
Because remember, at first he was so pissed off that they kept pushing back, like, Scarlet Witch, like they kept pushing back WandaVision, and they kept pushing it back, and everybody was like, why are y'all keep pushing it back? Now that we're watching it, it makes sense because they had to push back so many movies, and this show is like a segue to so many different movies that they're doing, so it makes so much sense now why they kept pushing the show back.
Yeah. So, and I mean, and it's I personally can't. I'm like, come on Friday, let's get this episode. But moving on to the next one. And Rita, you can assist me on this one. Harry Potter TV show is reportedly in development for HBO Max. So.
You see my excitement. I'm so excited.
You must say your audio went out.
I'm so excited. But we're going to move on. Like, I literally also watched, because I have no life and we're in the pandemic, so I watched all the Harry Potter movies yesterday as well. So I am here for it. I'm thinking about rereading all of the books as well.
Why not?
I'm just wondering what they're going to bring into, like, what the TV show is going to be about. I'm hoping that they pick up, like, at the end of the final Harry Potter movie when Harry is an adult, and I'm hoping that that's kind of where they pick up at and go from there. But you never know how they're going to do it. I just hope that they don't start. Well, actually, I would probably be okay with that too if they like started all the way over from the first book and like made it a TV show where they worked their way up to like the ultimate battle. But
I mean, are they gonna have the same? Are they having the same characters?
What you give me, you're giving me more Harry Potter, and I'm here for it. So whatever you want to do, I'm okay.
Are they gonna bring back? Did they say anything about bringing back the original cast onto this one, or is it just gonna?
There's not a whole lot of knowledge out right now about it. There hasn't been any like rumors on who's going to be in the cast. It's just for sure going to be a show on HBO Max. Which I appreciate you, HBO Max, because I'm going to continue to pay my $14.99 a month. So
if a damn show ain't for $1.
Yo, speaking of HBO, I know we didn't plan this, but look up, if you have HBO Max, look up Warrior. Warrior is an amazing show. It's a kung fu action mystery thriller type thing. So
you had me at kung fu.
But it's really good. It's got 2 seasons. It's basically the story that Bruce Lee wanted to do before he died. And, the Hollywood stole it and they made Kung Fu with David Carradine. this is the story that Bruce Lee wanted to tell. And you can tell his handprints are all over it. I binged it a couple of days ago, and it's,
HBO
give it a
Max.
shot, but keep going.
NBC Peacock pins the WWE Network exclusive U.S. streaming rights.
All right.
Nobody cares.
Is it over 15 minutes yet?
We've been over. Okay.
And honor Rick, nobody cares. Moving on.
Nobody cares. Move on.
No, Rick would say, Vince, wait, I don't have my headset.
Fuck you, Vince.
You son of a bitch.
But on a somber note, as we end the church announcements, we want to give a shout out to the great career, the great woman that she was, Cicely Tyson. Passed this way. She was 96 years old. What an amazing woman. I mean, she's done so much for us as Black people in cinema. I mean, she's dope.
It's her, Sidney Poitier, as I would put as a Mount Rushmore to Black cinema.
Exactly. So
not just Black cinema, but she did a lot for, just the culture. You know what I'm saying? She helped open doors for, women of color and people of color, period. So shout out to Cicely Tyson. Rest in peace. You earned it. Your legacy will always be remembered. So thank you to everybody's favorite grandma.
And being so relevant this late in her age too.
That's true.
Alrighty, so
I feel like we lost the female Morgan Freeman.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like for real, think about it.
You always she's been an adult every single time you looked at her on TV.
I mean, only if she did voiceovers. If she did voiceovers, maybe I would put her in the Morgan Freeman category. Like a female Shawshank Redemption is Cicely Tyson saying, well, that's not how it went with the... Let me stop.
But I want to do a Black Moments of Excellence for Jennifer King this week.
Yes.
Jennifer King. She was originally an intern for the Washington football team as intern coach. And she finally became the first Black full-time coach, female coach in the NFL. So shout out to her. Black Moments of Excellence.
Right.
Cheers to that one.
Yeah.
Salute that one too.
Salute. So yeah. And that's church announcements. So
Bro said, did she make a speech about biting ankles? Biting kneecaps?
You know what? Because I know some people in the audience is like, okay, so what was this kneecap, ankle biting that you guys were talking about for the last 2 weeks? Me and Rick is gonna post. We're gonna
hit us
post this interview.
We're gonna get back up, and then by the time you're done, we're gonna be the only ones left standing. There you go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Pay attention to the Blerds and Whiskey fan page. We're gonna tell you why.
We should start making WandaVision like a subtopic at this point because
we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
She took a big chunk out of
a lot of our time.
Yeah. So, alrighty. So, with that being said, throwback show of the week. Yeah. Boiler Room.
To hear this.
College dropout attempted to live up to it. That failed to live up to his high standards. Father just goes ahead and goes into this investment firm, and his fast way to success. It turns out it wasn't as legit as it seems, and they had a pretty good roster on there. You had I hope I'm pronouncing this name right, Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel, Nia Long, Scott Conn, Ben Affleck. It came out in 2000. The reason why we're bringing up this movie.
So has anyone actually paid attention to GameStop or stocks in general? How basically the comment Reddit poster we're past the 10 minutes. I can go ahead and say his username. Potatoes up your ass. Decided to literally stuck it to the man in 2020. by increasing the stocks of all places, GameStop. So basically, these hedge fund people
Trade me. I had it come up my nose.
I didn't make this stuff up. But basically, they increased the hedge fund. They put more money into the stocks of GameStop. I'm probably horribly paraphrasing it, but in long story short, they made hedge funds have to pay out people more, and basically ran out the money of all these hedge funds to the point that this is one app called Robinhood. Robinhood literally denied and stopped people from trying to buy stock. They said, nah, their whole shtick and gimmick is come one, come all. Then they're like, oh wait, nah, hold up, like you're making too much money here. Mm-hmm. So there's literally people out there in Wall Street investments and hedge fund people out there got broke because they had stock in GameStop of all places, the same place where you would take like 3 PlayStation 4 games and they give you 10 cents. Now they turn around.
I said it was one in there. They turned around. One GameStop joke in there. It's just... Oh my God. Go ahead, man.
No, that's pretty much the part that has me laughing. So GameStop's like, oh, you guys love us? You saved us. We're like, nah, it just had to be GameStop, AMC, and I forgot the third one.
Doge, GME is GameStop. AMC, Doge, Nokia.
Nokia wasn't
and I think BlackBerry.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of people who had little to no money all of a sudden started making money, and a lot of people who had money lost a lot of money. And the thing is that Wall Street has always been a broken system that catered to the rich and the way how they did things. And then they would turn around and make fun or belittle the average guy who tried to do stuff. Yep. And then turns out that when using the same rules apply to them, now they're the ones that literally said, oh, wait, the system's broken, let's fix it. Like Wall Street has not changed how they operate for years. I mean, we're talking decades. They have not changed their operation at all. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to have to try to change stuff up so that the rich stay rich and the poor stay aight.
Right.
In the words of Chappelle,
and one way they did that was they got... One way they did that. So Robinhood has pretty much been the most popular application to use as far as your investments.
I think
and
Acorn
they actually got to them. Well, Acorn as well. But yeah, Robinhood, they actually blocked your capability to buy certain stocks like GameStop. And then later on, they allowed you to get limited stocks because people were going in. It's like $3.12 a stock right now. And they're letting people go in and only buy like 4, which isn't really going to do anything for you. So they're limiting you, and they're actually starting up class action lawsuits against them because you're preventing them from doing the service that they're supposed to be providing.
That's what the service is for. Yeah. Right.
Until the rich people were like,
exactly.
whoa,
you're not allowed if I have enough to buy it.
Well, Robinhood obviously got paid by somebody. I mean, they're literally in bed with some of these major Fortune 500 companies because that's the only reason. Yeah, that's the only reason why they would sacrifice them making money. Because let's not forget, you guys make money off of us buying stock. That's what we're here for. Mm-hmm. So you must have had something that was definitely more enticing in order for you to say, hey, I'm going to put a freeze on how many stocks people can buy. Like you have to be in bed or complicit with somebody in order for this to happen.
The one biggest part that makes me smile about this whole thing, the biggest takeaway I could take from this is, for once, this is all I've been saying about all this fighting that we've been doing, left, right, liberal, conservative, everything. Once you realize the true enemy is the 1% and everyone turned their attention to that 1% for just a few hours, they panicked.
Yep.
And that right there defied classism, racism, and everything. It's just all the 99% turned to the 1%. And we're like, hold up.
Exactly. And I mean, just to see that all of them jumped on, and then they was like, you know what? Okay, damn, we lost so much. Hey, can I hold like $1.3 billion? And then he lost that shit too. I mean,
they asked somebody to hold 1 or $3 billion. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I'm good for it. It's stonks.
You gotta watch the stonks.
But my whole thing is this, like, even if you take the 1% and a small percentage of the 1%, like, did anything to try to help other people, like truly help other people, like, hey, invest in this or this, that, and the third. Like, the people who are poor could potentially, like, because that's knowledge that if you think about it, the 1%, they don't share that. They keep that shit within their community. They don't share that with other people who aren't as fortunate as them. They share it with other people, and so the rich gets richer.
Yeah.
That saying is true for a reason. Yeah. That saying is still around centuries later because it's true. Yeah. Like, my whole thing is it is always at the expense of people who are barely making it. So, I mean, and think about these tax cuts. Like, you're giving tax cuts to the wrong people.
And I mean, just the one thing that I found, like, amusing, or just like, yeah, that's great. It's just like when you see all these billionaires like, oh my God, we lost all this money. I was like, yeah, cry me a river. I really don't care. I mean, you've only been, you've been like this for a while, and you've been mooching off of just tearing down everybody beneath you. So, I mean, why the hell should I care about you? I mean, I was slow clap. That's all I was doing.
So just to clarify, we had a comment that said, "Are we we're not Blerds and Whiskey is not boycotting Robinhood."
No, because I have stock with them. I'm not about to sell my shit and fuck up my money.
There you go.
So no.
Yes, you can. You can also there are multiple different ways you can purchase it, but we're not boycotting anything.
E-Trade.
They have opened up. You said what?
E-Trade.
E-Trade.
E-Trade, like Robinhood, actually, I don't know a lot of people know this or not, but Robinhood limits the stock that they actually provide, like, you can buy into. Like, there are certain stock that so if you're thinking about getting into stock, like, or trying to figure out, like, how this whole stock thing works, I recommend you joining E-Trade because they have all of the stocks that you can purchase. Like, Robinhood just has, like, some of the more, like, popular ones.
And they just because they had, go ahead, Trey. I'm sorry.
I was saying it's E-Trade. It's E-Trade with trainer wheels, basically. That's the best way to look. I think
Robinhood is good for people that don't know anything about stock and they're just trying to get into it. But,
and I mean, because they were, if the CEO actually had a interview talking about, like, he just said that they were, like, the #1 rated, obviously, because everybody's trying to get the app and trying to get that money. But I mean, like, but yeah, like we said, we're not boycotting them, but at the same time, there's different apps that you can do. I'm on Stash. My dad put me onto that. You have E-Trade. You have what's the name? Like we said, what's the name of that damn thing? Cash App has one as well. There's many out there. Just go ahead, but make sure
even
you do your research.
Banking institution, they're starting to get into it as well. So,
but just make sure you do your research.
Looking for a more trusted way of investing your money, my recommendation, if all else fails, is going through your financial institution. Like, I know, like, people who are with, like, Wells Fargo. I don't know about other banks, but Wells Fargo definitely has the option to, invest in certain stocks. Like you said, Cash App. People use Cash App faithfully. I don't know if Cash App is going to Robin Hood you at one point, but I think the best way to go if you're trying to invest your money and you want to do something safely is probably going through whoever you bank with, is my recommendation.
Speaking of investments, I have been pretty much isolated for a couple of days, and I need to reinvest in some beard struggle. I'm not my usual glowing, flowing self right now because I haven't hit it up with some Freya's Bliss. So if you want to get a little bit better than me right now, go ahead and go to our website, blerdsandwhiskey.com, go under our partners and check out the beard struggle. You can get your combs, you can get your oils, you can get your mustache balm, everything you need to get yourself a luxurious flow of locks on your face, especially with the snow out there. You got to get some type of protection for your beard because you don't want a cold beard. You don't want frozen follicles. So go ahead and hit them up. Beard Struggle, and our code is, of course,
Blerds1.
You get yourself 15% off.
I mean, we've only been doing this for majority of a year, guys. So, I mean, come on.
I knew the code for beard struggles, and I don't have a beard.
But I mean, with all this investment talk that we've actually been doing and saving your coins and all that other stuff, this is a perfect time to transition into our character of the week.
Yeah, what's our character of the
Let's
week?
do it.
Let's roll that roll that beautiful bean footage.
Character of the week. So, today's character of the week is the oil tycoon businessman anti-hero of the Disney universe. Some will call him the Duck of Wall Street. We're talking today about Scrooge McDuck. He's depicted as a greedy, money-hungry anti-hero, and then later it got retconned into a very frugal hero. The original conception of Scrooge McDuck is also based off of Ebenezer Scrooge from the novel. He was supposedly the antagonist of Donald Duck, which was his nephew. Then later got retconned, like I said, as an anti-hero. He became, like I said, a more nicer person towards Donald. And then he's like a grand uncle to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. He was a one-time comic creation that gained popularity, and then he ended up becoming one of the more, like I said, one of the more popular Disney characters. He rivals Mickey Mouse. He's the financial backing to Gyro Gearloose. Thanks to cartoons such as DuckTales, he got even more popularized. There is hints of his past about how he got his money through like cutthroat means, but he'll never forget his #1 dime. I bet that song's stuck in your head right now, ain't it? Scrooge McDuck, a Scottish-American immigrant, worked his way up the financial ladder, supposedly. He's a world traveler. I mean, he's got the money for it. Like I said, he's financial backing of Gyro Gearloose, who makes inventions. He pretty much is owning Duckburg. I don't think they actually officially say it, but he has a lot of stock in Duckburg, which is the town that he's from, or town that he resides in. Again, thanks to DuckTales. I bet that song's stuck in your head right now, ain't it? Well, here's to you, as we salute you, as we eat haggis. Shout out to Scrooge McDuck. Back to you guys.
All right.
Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, guys, I almost forgot to tell you guys in the church announcement. Be sure to check out the homie OTTV and go and look at us on Roku network as well. So, yeah, shout out to the homie OTTV.
Life is like an airplane here. I'm sorry, it's stuck in my head. Stuck in my head.
One of the most iconic theme songs in cartoon history.
You know what really pisses me off right now? The fact that when we get like cons, we can't do right now. But every time I went to a con, I would just randomly start singing theme songs and shit, and I get the whole crowd to start singing it. Like I miss that. Yeah. I fucking miss that.
No, I miss people thinking like, why are you at a con? Well, I'm probably a bigger nerd than you are. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like I surprise people with my level of nerdness.
Surprised us
every Sunday.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was surprised because we took your word for it when you said you didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So for us believing you is what took us by surprise.
You're welcome. You gotta move in silence. You gotta move in silence.
But you told us you didn't. That was silent.
It was like just like
you told us you didn't.
So
I'm just sitting back, like looking at this debauchery.
It really was deception.
Really?
It was just like
I digress.
Wait a minute.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, on to a crappy situation that happened this past week. Former NFL lineman Chad Wheeler of the Seattle Seahawks has gotten to some trouble, to say the least. He beat his girlfriend up, and just to make this quick, guys, he beat her up to a pulp, and when he did it, she passed out, and then he got back up, beat her up again, and then when she asked
it
was bad. It's bad. I'm not even trying. He tried to kill her. And
He
I'm
was
sorry.
To kill her. Don't try to sugarcoat that.
Yeah,
His
he tried to kill her.
intent was to kill her.
I'm not
He put his
sugarcoating it.
hands on her throat
Yeah,
until she passed out, and then when she woke up, he put his hands on her throat to choke her out again. And then when she woke up for the third time, well, I guess it'd be the second time. When she woke up for the second time, he's eating dinner, looks over, goes, "Oh, you're still alive."
That was attempted murder, period.
It was. There's no denying that. And I don't want there to be any question that I'm thinking otherwise.
No. I was more so referring to what her said.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I just didn't want to hash out the grisly details again because I understand that
it's bad, and I apologize on that, guys.
I understand that it's cool. I understand that there's been an issue where this story has not reached the levels that it should. Any assault is not acceptable. You should not be doing that. But I hate hearing about it. It's the same thing that we went over. Not the same thing, but I don't want to see my people hurt. I don't want to see my people hurt. I don't want to see any woman hurt. I don't want to see any woman being assaulted in any capacity. Like, no, I got 3 sisters. I got aunts. I got cousins. I will fucking murder you if you touch me.
He has a best friend.
I'm sorry. I have no way of saying. You too.
One thing I want to focus on is like this is like straight up like there is no excuse. This is like base level scum of the earth. Like fucking like this is like I have a huge vocabulary and my words are failing me at how disgusting and angry I am at this act because it's not just a simple. Oh, like no, there's nothing to blow past this. This is unfortunately it's also so common. It's also so common that people like are like the comment section is what made me upset because more than anything else. And I know better to never go into the comment section of anything. But the part that pisses me off is like, oh, there's 2 sides to a story. Yeah, her getting choked and him choking her. Those are the 2 sides. Like there is no others. What are you looking for? What justification are you? That's the part that has been normalized. That bothers me more than anything else is the comment section and people's thought processes of like, because he did it, but then there's other people out there that are acting like that it's okay or it's justifiable and that scares me more than the actual act of him doing that is the fact that there are so many people out there that are trying to like be devil's advocate when there is no need to be a devil's advocate for this. Like this is not the hill to die on for men's rights or whatever. Like this is not what you want.
This is not the moment to protect the person who is not the victim. Like that's what society, and I hate to say this, does nowadays. They have a tendency to try to demonize the victim. Like, okay, well, this happened to you because you obviously did or said something that upset this person, instead of allowing this person to be the victim. Because I don't think, and I wasn't going to talk about this, and I know I told you guys at first I wasn't going to talk about this, but I grew up in a situation where it was not always the best. And you had to second guess how you breathed, how you looked, how you thought. And it was just like, okay, you can do anything wrong. You could make a face. You could have not said anything. You could have made a face, or you could have had a question about why this was happening or why that was happening. And the next thing you know, you set the person off. So my whole thing is that if you've never been in this type of situation, fuck you for trying to make it seem like, well, this happened to you for a reason. No, you don't need a reason. That person could have been in a bad fucking mood that day. And because you were around, now I'm taking out all of my anger and all of my frustration that I had on you because you're here. Period.
It's like
so
I said.
All those people who are always so quick to fucking pass judgment about stuff that you don't know nothing about, stuff that you weren't there for, walk a mile or a day or an hour in the shoes of a person who suffers from domestic violence. and see what the fuck you have to say after that. Get your ass whooped because I asked you if you want chicken or steak for dinner. And then you tell me what the fuck you did to deserve getting your ass whooped.
It's bitch assness. I mean, that's pretty much all I could really say about it. Because I mean, there's nothing that you could try to tell me that makes anything about this okay. Dude, if you got into an argument, walk the fuck away. Deal with her mouth and all. That don't matter. Nothing is worth putting your hands on anybody. Nothing. Walk the fuck away. That's it. Nothing else to talk about. Whatever comes to him, he deserves it and more, in my opinion. I'm not even, this has nothing to do with anybody on Blerds and Whiskey. This is strictly Herb Bridges talking. Whatever that motherfucker gets, he needs to get and then some. That's it. There's nothing else to say. For you to just put your hands on somebody like that and then just, nonchalantly just say, oh, you're still here? I mean, no. Whatever the fuck you get, you deserve and then some. And then people, I'm not even going to go down that lane. I'm just going to say that keep your damn hands to yourself. None of this shit's right. Be an adult for crying out loud. For fuck's sake, just keep your hands to yourself. We've been told this shit since grade school. Keep your hands to yourself. Walk the fuck away. If somebody make you mad, walk away. Deal with it. Just talk. What's wrong with talking? It's bitch assness. I'm sorry. That's just me. It's bitch assness. So.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
I'm going to say this before we try to change the tone again. If you are in this situation, don't be afraid. There are people, there are organizations that are there to help you. Fuck, inbox me. I will help. If you're in this situation, I will do everything that I can in my power to try to help you. You don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to feel like you deserved what happened to you because this person is so manipulative that they try to justify their actions by what you did to them to set them off. You don't have to accept, oh, he whipped my ass, but I got a new Chanel bag. No, you don't have to accept that. You can change the narrative. You can take control of your life. So you don't have to go through this. So I implore anybody who is in this situation right now to have the strength to love yourself enough to change your life for the better. Because when you pass away from what happens to you, that person who did that to you is going to be the biggest person crying. Because you left them. They're going to still be the victim after you're dead and gone. Remember that.
Say something, just please. It's nothing. I mean, just if you're in a situation like this, I don't know the actual number. To call 911. Fuck it. Call somebody else to tell something. Don't just be quiet about and try to defend that motherfucker for being a dick. No, he the guy is a piece of shit. Ladies.
So the domestic violence hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-SAFE. You can call them. They will help you. Please, you don't have to deal with this. You don't. Moving on. Let's go on to something else. Because it got real heavy there, but
but it needs to be said. It really does.
Next month is going to be Black History Month, y'all. So
tomorrow.
Literally.
Tomorrow.
Wait. Before we move on, today's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. I love you.
Happy birthday.
Carl Spencer Williams, you're the best father a girl could ask for. He's not my biological father, but he's my daddy, and I will whoop anybody's motherfucking ass who tries to come for me. And the fact that he's my daddy.
Everybody say stepdaddy. Stepdaddy. Come on, stepdaddy.
I'm not going to say that.
Shit. He ain't step shit. That's my daddy. Period.
Man. Herb had to herb it up.
So happy birthday, daddy. Love you.
So yeah, about tomorrow.
Yeah, Black History Month is going to be tomorrow. If you haven't seen American Skin, please do. Otherwise, my mom will make you write an essay about it.
Trust me, after you watch that movie, I'm still.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel, we're going to focus a lot on Black content creators too next month, I think. So we should, so stay tuned next month, y'all. We're Blerds and Whiskey. We're going to focus on the Black nerd part of it and the Black and the nerd part. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm Black, y'all.
Oh, maybe we should do like a live screening. Like, don't they have like platforms now where you could do like live screenings together?
Yeah. I mean, except for the fact that we don't own it's not a public domain thing, so we don't really own American Skin, so we would get in trouble for showing that on our platform.
Oh, like a watch party type situation.
We could do a watch party, but we wouldn't be able to broadcast it.
Yeah.
We would have to record, or we could just have everybody.
Yeah.
Damn it. They would have to watch it with us on their own devices, but they can watch our reactions.
Yeah,
I'm turning my mic back on.
I've seen that happen a lot too. Certain YouTube channels would, instead of hosting the pay-per-view, they would watch the pay-per-view and you'd watch them reacting to it.
Yeah.
Along with you watching
maybe
it.
we can do something like that.
It could happen. I don't know if I'd be able to watch American Skin again, but
No. I'm thinking something light and fun.
Okay. All right.
I know it's not. I know it's not Black.
Oh, good. That's what we're doing. Okay, awesome. Had me scared for a second. Like,
I know it's not.
We're walking and ready
I know it's not.
to walk out in all black leather with our fists raised and starting shit. Like I'm.
Maybe since Trey found it, we can watch Panther.
Oh yeah.
95 Panther.
Nah, we're gonna be mad at the end of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be mad either way.
Yeah.
So Moana, anybody? Like something else.
Not Moana.
I got a question for y'all. So I know it's not Black cinema or anything, but what if we did a watch WandaVision?
You know what, Herb? I was thinking that like maybe we could do like a watch WandaVision something together.
So, if you're friends with us on Facebook, go to Blerds and Whiskey fan page, and maybe you could post some suggestions for us to watch as a live stream, and get some interaction going on. We love to hear from you. We really do.
Oh, that way we can bring back our old Game of Thrones days. We was watching the final season.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones, excellent series.
Hey Trey, hold the door. Hold the door.
Dude, stop.
I had a nerd moment that night too. Like, cause when what's her name was talking to Arya and she was like green eyes, brown eyes, and blue eyes, and she was like, "What did we say to the Lord of Death?" And I was like, "Not today." And everybody looked at me and was like, and then Arya said, "Not today," and I was like, "I fucking told y'all." I would never forget that moment.
That's because you started watching it like 2 years later.
I love the fact that.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Rick just says Judas and the Black Messiah, February 12th. Why the fuck not?
That's a good one. But
yeah,
I thought we
and it's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max too.
Thank God for that one.
By the way, Rick, your $5 is coming in soon. So yeah.
I thought it was $38.50.
No, hell no. God. On that note, yeah, we're gonna close this out.
Before you forget, me and Herb separately, respectively, are going to do the silhouette challenge. Yeah. Had to remind you.
Oh, can you please tell me when you post a video so I can successfully stay off of?
It's on TikTok. You ain't gonna see it. You ain't on TikTok. Ain't nobody worry about you.
Y'all be sharing your TikTok
positivity
videos on Instagram too, though.
Not all of my TikToks. If you want to see some quality entertainment,
I want to think about it.
Follow your boy Trey Proper. I'm at 27,000 for a reason.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I don't understand
it.
it.
So be sure to like. Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms. Leave a comment in all of our
Make
videos.
good videos too.
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
really
traumatized
is.
right now.
I make good videos.
Go on blerdsandwhiskey.com to get our merch. Go and get all. You can get the cups, the shirts, the hoodies, the pillows, all of it. And as always, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Drink.
Drink my whole cup because this is too much.
Drink it, because ain't nothing bad. You can't put anything bad on TikTok.
Yeah, you can. And I make good quality videos. I make good quality videos. I'm still barely. And we out there.
We out
because I make good content.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching
Blerds and Whiskey. Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.